Joost, thanks very much for joining us. For those who don't know VerusSol, it would be good just to, to just tell us a little bit more about the company and what you're doing.
VerusSol is a new kid on the block, as we call it. We started 3 years working on a question we get from one of the major logistic players. And they asked us from how we can join the green energy revolution with our roofs, because of their fiscal status. Mostly they are REITs. They are not possible to being an electricity powering company. And what they noticed is that the classic model of an only rooftop rent is not beneficial, especially not for the tenant.
It's been really interesting in all of the sessions that we've had, particularly looking at logistics, that sort of rise of ESG and the awareness in both the investors as well as the occupiers. So do you expect this to grow? I mean, how much solar is being used at the moment, and what's the growth potential there?
We cannot say exactly how much solar there is, because it's changing rapidly. What we know is that most of the logistics assets are held by financial companies with a REIT status or a fund status, and therefore a big potential of roofs is not used for solar.
And in terms of the overall power usage, I suppose, in the logistics sector, are you seeing that growing as well?
What we noticed, we have a portfolio now of our clients from around 130 million square meters, is that what we see is we think the energy consumption will triple. Especially you see it in the last mile because of the electrical vehicles and new building requirements like the water pump, or the heating pump. That's only already 50% of the consumption. And what we see is the automatic fulfillment centers growing, and their energy consumption is huge.
So, I mean, it's really interesting to see that growth in power and also the focus on ESG. It'd be really interesting to see how solar develops from here.
In our model, we have seen that the biggest asset for the building owner is the tenant. And what we do is making the building, the logistics or the big buildings, more attractive to give the tenant as cheap as possible the green electricity. Therefore they have the marketing value. They are in a more attractive building. They can say we produce our own green electricity. And for the building owner, the building will be greener. The building will be self-demanding, when there is sun, of course. And therefore his yield of the building will rise. So we are completely making a new business case.
No, I think it's really interesting to see what's happening in that space. Really interesting to catch up. Thanks for joining us, Joost.
Thank you, Richard, for being here, and thank you so much.